What's going on, guys? It's Tater Streams. Welcome to the Daily Dose of YouTube. Sounds like we got a little reverb on there, but I think we're all good. All right, this channel is brought to you by W.GG. Go to W.GG, get yourself some Jitterless free energy drink, and use my code TaterHaters to get you there. We're going to start with what we always do, some YouTube reacts, guys. It's kind of funny seeing like my own videos like pop up here. But yeah, I do have some live streams and some other videos on here other than just these daily doses of YouTube on here. But anyway, I got 11 of them for you. 11 shorts to get through. Let's get through them real quick and let's do it together and let's have a laugh.
My first day with the Nintendo Switch 2 was exhausting, but very exciting. It was a huge bitch to set up. I think everybody agrees.
Really?
The third time I'm saying it, man. What the most exciting thing is the tech we have here. It's just a nice...
the first one was so easy to set up. Like, why would the second one be, like, hard?
New Nintendo Switch. It's the 2. It feels really nice. It's nice and big. The buttons are bigger. It's more comfortable. You got these big little triggers on the back. Getting that little disconnect feels really good. It's an overall huge improvement over the original.
But nothing major, you know, not revolutionary. It's just evolutionary. All they did was make it bigger. Like, don't be wrong. It is a good thing to have. It's good to have bigger. Like, it definitely needed an upgrade. Like, it still feels weird holding the Switch 1. And I've gotten to, like, use the Switch 2, like, at stores and stuff like that. But never, like, I'm not going to own one. I'm not going to buy one. I'd rather buy a Steam Deck, but...
Just not a lot of games. And a lot of the features that this thing can do, none of the games can really do.
If you didn't know, this is Wolf Den is his YouTube channel. His name is Bob. Bob's pretty cool.
If you're excited about mouse mode, not a lot's gonna be supporting it right now. If you're excited about 120 hertz refresh rate, not a lot of games are gonna support that 120 hertz refresh rate. If you're excited for some Switch 2 exclusive games, Mario Kart World. That's what you get. It's good. It's like all right. It's a good game. But a lot of Switch 1 games get improvements. You're not playing them natively on this thing. They're actually running through some sort of translation layer. But they all run really good, and in a lot of cases, they run even better. I know Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, even though it's not advertised that it's enhanced on this, it gets faster load times.
To run better.
And then, of course, there's all of the games that do have improvements. There's some that have free updates, and there's some you got to pay for, like Zelda. But if you have Nintendo Switch Online Plus expansion pack, you get the update for free. I like this thing. I think it's pretty cool. It's a huge improvement over my old Nintendo Switch.
The bezels are so big on it, though, dude.
Which,
honestly, the OLED has a much better job of deleting the bezels. Like, honestly, like, they call it a bigger screen, and then they have these giant fucking bezels on it. I don't know. I just wish video game companies would try harder when they're gonna put shit out, you know? I wish they would try harder, like, actually, like, when they used to, like, be brave and, like, do fucking daring things. Now nobody does anything crazy or daring. They're just copying off somebody else who made a successful plan. They're like, well, let's keep doing it. Switch 2. Ugh. Like, it could have been so much better, but, I mean, you know, why ruin what's working, I guess?
If you're wondering, if you're on the fence, you can wait. There's not a lot of games. All of the stuff that I'm really enjoying on here, you can play on the Switch 1.
Yeah, that's a 2026 console.
You can hold off until the holidays or until there's more stuff on here. I give it a couple of weeks until there's more exciting stuff on here that utilizes more of the features that I would like.
My 5,000 euro house is becoming a pillar of the community.
Speaking of pillars, I need to paint this deck. I told my neighbors we were gonna have a big barbecue tonight, and I want it to look nice. Of course, I started in the late afternoon, and by the time it was dark, I had finished basically nothing. The next morning, reinforcements came in the form of my neighbor Chris, who immediately started undoing some of my work with the chainsaw, but it was necessary. I'm glad he was able to do it before I got too far. After a few hours, I finished the first row. There's a lot of rows left to go. Of course, we're using stain, not paint.
Why wouldn't you get like a roller? Why wouldn't you get a roller instead of a brush? I feel like a brush would take way too fucking long and a roller would be fucking like way more speedy.
And that's difficult because you have to use a brush and not a roller.
We call this...
God damn it. It's like he knew that I was going to ask such a stupid-ass question. He was like, by the way, for all you idiots out there commenting on this video, why is he not using a fucking roller? Well, you have to use a brush.
Set up an accident waiting to happen. It's been like 7 hours. We have done that much. This is
like a really big brush.
Gonna take a really long time.
The day got a little more interesting when my neighbors Patrick and Vladen came to prep for some concrete work. They're doing this to solve a problem. You see that? How are you supposed to climb up that? by building extra stairs. Their plan is to connect those stairs to a wraparound walkway that goes around the front of the house. Now, everybody was working hard, but I had promised to feed these people. So I had to run into the city to pick up supplies. I went to Tommy to pick out a bunch of meats from their Maestri Ogradala series. Of course, I had to go with them when they reached out because I know that this is high-quality, delicious stuff. If you end up shopping at Tommy, I recommend using their loyalty program for discounts. In my case, they generously let me fill up 2 carts and sent me on my way. Now it's barbecue time.
Grill Maestore.
Everyone was excited. Tommy has the best butcher, top quality in the region. Even though the deck was only half stained, we were gonna have a barbecue, dang it. This is the most people I've ever hosted in my life.
So whenever they show food, I get so fucking honey.
Chris was there, Mario was there, Patrick, Mladen, and even a few other neighbors. This is why I wanted to...
Yeah. That looks fucking good, dude. That just looks so nice. Grilling and chilling and hanging out with the neighborhood.
Build this deck. I had to have a place where I could get the community together. Now this will be nothing compared to the barbecue I'm going to throw when the project is done. Eventually, everyone went back home and we were right back to work the next morning, pouring the first layer of concrete for the path and stairs. I've lost count of how many times we've poured concrete on this project, but I'm kind of hoping that this one is going to be the last. I'm really lucky to have experts like this living around me. I wouldn't be able to do any of this without them. Now we leave that concrete to dry and then we pour the next step tomorrow. Yes, we're full of half-finished projects, but the pace is not going to slow down.
Follow this page to see what happens next.
Follow that shit.
No way. Honestly, no. I mean, all memes aside, I'm not.
Boys forgot Pokemon was in the call. Oh, this is gonna get good.
I'm not memeing. No, all memes aside, I actually, when I watch the porn, I actually enjoy looking at the cock. Like, there's something empowering when I look at the cock and I look at the girth and the tree branch veins going through it like it's some sort. It's just amazing, empowering feeling. I can't explain. Does that make sense?
I used to only watch lesbian. I just think about a dick is better than it. Like,
yeah, vagina. I mean, a vagina's just this thing.
They smell after a while.
What about big?
She's like, these dudes are all fucking, you know, suppressing like homophobic behavior and homophobic thoughts, man. If they're gonna sit around and talk about like dicks like this, like I love looking at a dick. She's got to be thinking they're all suppressing this shit.
Dick looks better.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah, dude.
That's what's up, dude.
Rounded, nice, oily anime titties, dude.
There it is.
Holy shit.
Hi guys, thank you so much for having me on the podcast.
Bro.
She could not wait to get the fuck out that call.
Oh my god, this shit was fun.
Let's go back to our roots and try to make something awesome with only a $10 materials budget and 5 base.
Nerd Forge is great. Go check them out. They make a bunch of cool shit. The Norwegian. Yeah, they're Norwegian. She's cool. Her significant other is really cool too. I like them. They build a lot of cool stuff.
Take hand tools from our workshop.
Gotta go find the paint. That's literally our entire budget. Some paint, a tiny bottle of glue, and some thread.
You might have noticed there are no actual building materials here. And that's where our trash comes in. So we have a bunch of cardboard as well as some white packaging styrofoam. I'm gonna make it work.
They're gonna build this entire like haunted
It looks like a house.
thing.
The only part I don't really like at this point is the edges here, but I'm gonna cover that up, hopefully with some styrofoam.
She's like a genius with this shit, man.
All the beams are in place,
They're so
which
creative.
means it's shingle time.
I don't know how she like has like
all the
this
shingles
vision,
here are
you know what I
mainly
mean?
made from the cardboard you get from these ready-made meals. I need to go get some gravel, and we need gravel because I want to make some concrete paint. The dirt is ready. I'm just gonna mix up my base color in a cup, add some water, add the gravel, and then add some glue. It looks kind of good. That worked so well. That means we can move on to the final 2 steps, which is painting and making the windows.
Holy cow, dude.
The house is complete.
Oh, it looks really good. It looks really good.
I hope this project gave you some inspiration for your own project, and hopefully it shows that you don't need super expensive fancy tools to make something cool.
Funniest thing is, like, I never created an exit strategy for the monster back tattoo. They paid me millions of dollars over the years, and they also invested millions of dollars into launching Street League, you know what I mean? So, you know, I'm very thankful to them, you know, in a major way. But they were asking me to create a viral video, and then I thought to myself, God, how funny would it be if I faked a monster back tat? So obviously we did the entire thing so authentic. Then I called my parents, you know what I mean? And they're like, oh, God, this entire thing. But I never created an exit strategy.
So, like, people still to this day think that Rob Dyrdek has a giant fucking monster tattoo on his back. It was all marketing strategy, but, like, this is so funny. Like, hearing him talk about it on the 9 Club, another good YouTube channel, 9 Club. Go check it out if you've never seen it before. It's a bunch of skateboarders talking about other things with other skateboarders. It's really fucking great. But yeah, Rob is another Ohio boy, another fucking Ohio guy who happens to be a multi-millionaire entrepreneur. Crazy.
There's a small portion of America that thinks that I still have a giant monster tattoo on my back.
Oh, so you never explained to anyone that this was fake?
You know, you're screaming into the wind. You know what I mean? You could say, like, oh, it was fake, but nobody in the Midwest that watched this ever saw me the one video or time that I talk about, like, how it was fake, you know. It's
I know.
so ridiculous, man.
The photo that broke Black Lives Matter. The McCloskeys standing out front of this gorgeous home saying to the mob, you're not allowed to break into our neighborhood and threaten us. We're Americans, damn it, and we have rights. Well, guess what? Rights have been restored in the McCloskey household, finally. And we're gonna go check in with the McCloskeys today, who just got back.
I don't know who they are. I don't know who the McCloskeys are. Should I do a little research on this real quick? Is this gonna be necessary?
The AR-15, the most famous AR-15, arguably in the world. Welcome to the house that destroyed BLM.
Who's there?
You got me! Look at that, and that's the one.
This is it.
That's it.
This is it. 1,847 days to get it back. 3 lawsuits, 2 trips to the Court of Appeals, but like it said on my bumper sticker, never back down.
Boom! Let's freaking go.
This is where I was standing. They broke through that gate there. I stood, before I had the rifle, first thing I did was I stood right here, and I said the 2 most racist, white supremacist words in the English language. I said private property. And because they're communists, that pissed them off, and they started storming in. So Patty and our daughter go in the house to call 911. I reached around the corner of that door, pulled out my trusty AR-15, and then I spent here saying all kinds of mean, nasty things like private property, get the hell out of my neighborhood. Then I see Patty show up on the grass there in front of me with that dumbass little Bryco pistol in her hand, waving it at the gangsters. You know, now I've got a problem because she's in my line.
On this, but I didn't hear about this or know about it. This went fucking south for them because it was BLM, and BLM was a big thing back then, so they tried to stop them. I need to do more research sometimes, guys. Sometimes these videos, we just fucking go by the seat of our pants, and that's what it is. But, I mean, it's interesting to hear, like, this family, you know, like, try to stop, like, Antifa, Black Lives Matter, or some fucking protesters from getting on their lawn and said private property, and apparently that pissed them off. I don't know the rest of the story. I meant to look into it later.
Fire, and if something goes down, I might accidentally hit her. So now I've got to get down there in the front, right? And that's when you start seeing all those famous pictures of us standing out there with me with my AR and her with that dumbass little Bryco pistol. And, you know, the rest is history. But that was the first stand against BLM and Antifa in the country. You can still see the evidence sticker on it.
Look at that. You guys still got the evidence sticker on it, sucker. How did they even get away with this? So they were able to confiscate it because they said you behaved in a criminal manner?
Wow.
Which one of these should I get?
Steam Deck.
Yo, you finally getting the handheld? Shit. Yeah, I was trying to decide, should I get one with SteamOS or go with Windows? Well, that depends. Do you plan on playing any games like Valorant, COD, or Overwatch? Nah, I don't really plan to. How come? It's because SteamOS can't actually play those games because it's not compatible with the anti-cheat that those games use. Okay, so besides that, which one is better though? So if you're not worried about that, I think that Steam is a much better operating system for purely gaming. It doesn't come with all the bloatware that Windows comes with, and it's much easier to just pick up and play. Also, just being able to sleep sleep and resume games on SteelOS with the press of a button is so underrated, and on Windows, that feature is pretty buggy. Oh, okay, I see. But I heard Windows recently is coming out with some new gaming mode. What about that? Yeah, I'm excited to try that out too because it does look promising, but
I'm not
I
a
think
big
that Windows
fan of
still
like
has
the
a
Windows
long way to
gaming
go to
shit
be
anyway.
perfect
Like
for
I'm
gaming
more of a fucking
So how
like
many kids
Steam
you have?
fan.
I have 3. You have 3, so obviously I have 7.
Damn. I gotta teach you some pullout games.
Marlon.
Bro, he just did the fucking Kevin Hart to Don Cheadle. Damn. He just hit him with that. So he's like he's financially stable enough and like able like to afford like the 7 children in his family, and it's like what he wanted. But that is some smart mouth shit to say back to him. Like, I'm gonna teach you some pullout game. Not the thing to say to Shaq. I feel like Shaq may say something back here.
Wayans breaks down after Shaq reveals he has 7 kids. What they admit next is unbelievable.
Big boy. How do you raise your kids different than you were raised?
I don't put the pressure on them. See, we had to be successful because if we wanted to eat, if we wanted to, have a better life for our parents, for them to be in houses, for, our sisters to, be able to take care of their kids, we had this pressure that we had to do. I went to public school. I sent my kids to private school. I want them to be educated. My kids, when you're black and raised in the projects, you don't get the same education as white people that go to private school. I sent my kids to the best private schools so that they're.
So if we talk about like public school versus private school, it is absolutely 100% different education. Absolutely 100% different education. You aren't educated by the streets as fast when you go to like private school. I mean, you learn about things, but you aren't like subject to them like every single day of like your waking life. It's a little bit different. You'd have to seek stuff out more on your own time if you wanted to get into like certain things. Private school will have different avenues and different doorways open for you. I mean, technically anyone can go to a private school, but it just costs money. So, I mean, I respect the fact that he's doing that for his family and whatnot, but it doesn't always change like how a child is raised. You know what I mean? School doesn't always change how a child was raised. I mean, it's what the parents put into it ultimately. But I think that's how it is.
We're equal footing. Now, I can go make it. I spent $1 million on your education each. Don't come back and tell me you can't make it in life. I gave you all the tools, but there's no pressure. All I want for my kids is to be happy.
Let's talk about this.
I would
before
like to
we
hear
get
Shaq's
into
side of the story.
all of our little fun things. Switch 2 hackers being banned.
The original Nintendo Switch had such a massive piracy problem, hackers were able to play new first-party games weeks before they were available to the public. Since its release in early June, hackers have wondered if the Switch 2 might have similar vulnerabilities, but early reports suggest that Nintendo has anticipated typical methods of meddling with its portable hardware. Hackers on social media sites are beginning to share photos and anecdotes about their efforts to modify the Switch 2 only to be hit with bans that restrict the usage of online connectivity.
The IGN article says, on YouTube, gaming emulation channel Scattered Brain has posted a video showing their now banned Switch 2 console and said that simply signing into another Nintendo account on the device did not lift the ban, which seems to be applied at the console.
So like they'll fucking shut down your entire console from like going online or like playing your games. That is insane, dude. That is insane that Nintendo would do that. I mean, I get it. They think people are like piracy and stealing and shit like that, but that's always going to happen. Excuse me. Especially when you keep raising the price on these fucking subscriptions. When you raise the price on Nintendo Online. When you raise the price on fucking Xbox Game Pass, when you raise the price on PlayStation Plus, when these prices keep getting raised up, you're just giving way to like more piracy. That's all that's happening. And it'll continue to happen because for a time, like when Netflix came out and HBO and like other streaming services, like it was the answer to like sketchy piracy sites, right? And now there's piracy sites that are just as good as the streaming sites for free. And they have everything. They're not limited on like what location you're in or what region you're locked in and stuff like that. They're totally unlocked and unhinged. And people will still pay for Netflix, like the cheapest variant of it, and then use the other stuff because they can watch everything. And I mean, it's billions. It's billions of like watch time, billions of views, billions of hours. Like it is exponentially bigger than you and I could imagine it being, the piracy scene. So the fact that Nintendo's doing this and just bricking someone's system, like saying, like, essentially going, buy a new one, sucker, because you just fucked up. That's insane.
Level. This video shows banned Switch 2 consoles can still be played offline. So Nintendo has not chosen to completely disable or brick these consoles for now, at least. So if you have a MIG Switch, it's not gonna brick your console, but you're not gonna be able to play it online. That seems inevitable. I wonder now if Scattered Brain or anybody try to use their account on a different Switch.
Your account is probably banned, but they probably enact the ban on a system level.
It is on a system level.
Yeah.
So, like, if you get another Switch 2, can you log in on your account?
Probably not.
I would be a little upset if my main Nintendo account got banned, because I've had that for a really long time. Give it 2 months until there's an exploit. Yeah, I'm sure there will be. I mean, there's people already figured out how to get into, like, the dev tools of the Switch 2, or like the factory like settings. I'm sure people will get Linux on that thing in no time.
Yeah, it'll happen.
I said your name is Toby. Kunta Kinte. Damn! Steve! What'd I say about hitting so hard, man?
I'm sorry, are you all right?
You sorry? I'm gonna show you sorry, man. I'm gonna show you sorry.
I think what everyone wants to know now is, what are you gonna do with all this money?
I'm going to reinvest my money into the community.
Oh, that's a very nice gesture. What were you saying? Okay. Is that your son?
No, I just bought this baby cash. No, straight up, though, I'm going to do the real thing and spend this money for y'all honkies. Change your minds. Everybody got their dunks and their Jordans or whatever it is they wearing. But see, I like to cut the middleman. Fuck shoe closet. I got my own sweatshop, nigga. God damn. I got these bitches working 16 hours straight. How long? People say, here, man. Them lames ain't even got no shoes on, Jack. I can never go out like that.
Buck Nasty, have some respect. One of these men could be your great-granddaddy.
Hollyland sponsored this short to ask PC gamers what
Murphy.
game makes them the most mad, but they keep playing it anyways.
So Apex Legends, we have been grinding, and we're like the lowest rank it feels like we've ever been.
I don't play Apex. Like, I used to. I fucked around with it, and, like, then I just stopped. Maybe it's something I should get back into, just to play some more first-person shooter shit. I do kind of miss the first-person shooter shit, but, I mean, we'll see. I'm definitely having fun with my role-playing and first-person games. Like, my role-playing single-player games. I'm having a lot of fun with, like, Wukong and fucking Stellar Blade.
And, yeah, we're like hard stuck plat, so it's horrible right now. It's in a bad state.
As a PC gamer, what is the game that makes you the most mad, but you keep playing it anyways?
Probably go Apex, and I just quit Valorant because it was so bad.
I don't usually get mad at games, but I've been playing Silksong, the new Hollow Knight game,
Oh,
and
it's
boy,
not bad.
I apparently am bad. So I'm getting really mad having to run.
It's fucking hard. Like, it is hard to play. It is not bad, though. Like, I mean, depending on, like, what kind of person you are. Like, I mean, I can sit down and play a game like that, and, like, I'll get through it. It'll be rough, but I'll get through it.
Back to the rooms. I don't know why it makes me so angry, but when you put it on a platformer and not a 3D world, it makes it feel so long.
As a PC gamer, what is the game that makes you the most mad, but you keep playing it anyways?
Probably League of Legends. I don't have fun playing it anymore. All my friends play it though, so I just play with them and suffer just because I get FOMO.
As a PC gamer, what is a game that makes you mad, but you keep playing it anyways? And I don't like the look on your face.
The finals.
Thing is, he doesn't play the game. He says he likes the finals, and then
Never
we play
played
it, and then he doesn't want to play it.
The finals is actually my favorite. We're going to be playing on stream this Friday. Be there.
I can't with him.
Probably Killing Floor 2 and 3. I suck at them, but I like to play them.
Any fighting game,
Interesting
specifically Super Smash Bros. It's like an abusive relationship with that one.
No. Stop me before I say it again. This is one of the greatest games of all time. There's no way you can be like, well, I get so mad I gotta stop playing it, but I keep playing it. No. I fucking said it again, dude. Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is one of the greatest games of all time until they come out with another Super Smash Bros. It's not Melee. But I mean, that's a once-in-a-generation game. This is also a fucking once-in-a-generation game. I'm lucky to be alive this generation.
I'd have to say probably the only game that I really play right now is 7 Days to Die.
And for me, it is a Souls-like game I've been playing recently, Lives of P. The game makes me mad.
I haven't played it yet.
Very difficult, but I just keep coming back and playing it. But thanks again to Hollyland for making this short
We
possible
could be
with
doing
their
a
Lark
Souls
Max
like
2 microphone.
tribute, man. I didn't know. We could have been doing that. All right, guys. That's going to do it for the Daily Dose of YouTube. Let's wrap this shit up. Thank you for joining me, Tater Streams. Don't forget to check out w.gg. Use the code TaterHaters to get yourself 10% off. And thank you for showing up and hanging out with me. Remember, keep yourselves safe, guys. Tater out.